In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a tool that will significantly aid you in creating SEO-optimized content, with a particular focus on semantic optimization for SEO. This tool will help you achieve higher rankings in search engine results, especially on Google, by enhancing your content's quality and its alignment with user intent. NeuronWriter is a real game-changer, enabling you to craft those crucial texts optimized to include the right terms in comparison to your competitors and to stand out among the top 10 results on Google. So how does it work? We'll quickly cover the essentials so you can grasp the value of this tool, which is primarily designed for carrying out these optimizations without the need for a monthly subscription. You can test it for free, and when you're convinced, you can opt for a one-time purchase. You buy it once at a very affordable price and enjoy it indefinitely. This offers a significant competitive edge compared to other online tools that facilitate similar optimizations. Next, we'll see how NeuronWriter greatly extends the possibilities for your SEO optimization. Let's dive right into it. I'm going to create a project. There are two ways to create a project. You go to Create New Project, and either you choose a project linked to a domain, like your website, which allows for further optimization because it connects to Google Search Console. This enables more detailed optimization, for example, relative to the URL and so on. However, the second choice of a project not linked to a domain can be interesting. When you work as a web writer, for example, for multiple clients, this prevents the need for a more expensive NeuronWriter plan and allows you to manage general clients in a folder without a domain name. So, in this folder, you can handle all your clients who are not necessarily the ones whose entire content you manage. Here, we'll test a project, go into it, and it all starts with the choice of research, which can be a question or a long-tail keyword. For example, I click New Query, put in the long-tail keyword we want to optimize for. We choose for which country, meaning which country's Google we want to target, and the language. Here, in the advanced settings, you can choose to perform multiple analyses at once to search for several keywords, several article projects at once. You can add additional keywords for the analysis. You can assign it to a person and set the expected delivery date for this content. Click on Start, and NeuronWriter will analyze the important terms to stay within the semantics that ensure Google recognizes our content meets the user's queries when they search. This analysis also helps to determine how many words we need to write to rank well. How often should certain terms be placed in the article? How to optimize the title? In short, you can analyze many aspects. We'll do a quick tour here to avoid a too long video. I will make other videos on the topic to explain all this to you. So here, the list of terms we're working on, the list of contents we're going to write. We have the option to put the destination URL, which can be advised by the tool. We will have the search volume here, which will update after a few minutes. The difficulty in ranking in the SERP. It's important to know that it depends not just on the created content. There's also the technical optimization of the site. And there's external optimization, everything related to authority through links leading to your site, to your content. We see that the action is completed. I'm going to enter it by clicking on it, and it will suggest selecting the competing sites to be used as a reference for my guidelines. So here, I need to be careful not to select contents that aren't directly comparable to what I intend to create. For example, if it's for a product sheet I'm analyzing, I must choose contents that are product sheets. If it's for an article, I'll make sure to choose all that is an article. I won't choose, for example, Wikipedia content. Here, I would uncheck Wikipedia so that it's not something that's analyzed. We're not in the same type of content. If there are YouTube videos, it's the same. I would uncheck them. Or if there are topics that don't really correspond to the same subject as mine, I would uncheck them too. I'm only interested in those that closely match what I'll be proposing in my content. And that's really important for the analysis to be accurate. So, take a few minutes to ensure that you select at least 5 competing contents. Let's say go up to about 10. You can even put more. But 10 is good. Once you've ticked the competing contents, click on Next, and then you'll enter the editor. The editor will allow us to see the terms to be placed in our content, with the possibility, as its name suggests, to edit this content. So there, once it has made all the selections, it must work to analyze, of course, the terms in question, their repetition, which terms are commonly found between the different articles and could therefore be really useful for us to place too. In this editor, we find several elements. At the top, we won't look now in the menu. We'll see it in another video. However, here, we have the competition analysis. We can see the article structures used by the competitor, the famous headers, H1, H2, H3, etc. We can explore the schema, titles, description, etc. And we can also see, for example, the Moz parameters, i.e., the authority positioning made by the Moz site of the different competitors. There, it needs to be updated. It tells me it's done. So if I go back here now, I will have the authority levels. This can help me to indicate how many external links I will need. I can also see many elements, the content volume, for example, how many words, in terms of length each of the articles has, etc. So I have plenty of indications about the quality, indications about the results in search engines, and I can see if the article contains images, iframes, tables, if there are videos, forms, etc. All this can give me clues about elements to put or to find opportunities with elements they have not integrated in their content. We can see keywords related to the topic and therefore the terms to put in, explaining why they are important. Then, we have IDs for internal links for our content. It can give use content IDs following this one. Here, it's if we've connected to the Search Console, and there we can put comments. Let's return to our content. We click on the title, we can ask it to generate the title for us, and it will place the most important keywords in the title. Okay? Description? The same. We can tell it to generate a description for us. But we will still be able to improve them, of course. Use our web writing talents to improve the title, or rather here, the title which is not the title of the article, which will be in H1, but the title for search engines. As we see here, the example of what it would give. Here, we could also improve, but there, we're not going to write. It's to explain to you quickly how it works. So now I've put my title here. We see the score that we have for the article. For now, there's just the title and the meta description. The meta description, by the way, which doesn't influence the results here, and we see the score we need to reach to be the highest compared to its competitors. So beat this score. We see if the title is well optimized, if the headers are well optimized, not yet since there aren't enough. There, in fact, it will understand that the H1 is the same as here. But, well, we have nothing for the moment. 0 words. But here we see the words, the terms that need to be placed. So there are several terms to be placed, notably the basic terms and extended terms. We can add some ourselves if we wish. We can take that also on the Google Search Console. We can see the competitors, their article structures. Okay, so that will allow us to see what they have to get ideas for our article ourselves. We can also ask it intelligently to propose subtitles to us. So headers too to build our content. We can see the questions people ask that can help make subtitles too, to put them in H2, etc. So it's really very, very practical, and we can ask it to generate directly with artificial intelligence a content structure. AI can help us write the content, propose directly if we have a slightly more advanced but still very accessible formula, especially with the one-time payment. You don't have to pay every month, so it's quickly amortized. I'll put the link under this video to be able to take advantage of this lifetime deal. It's still more convenient, and you have the possibility, depending on the formula, to ask for advanced intelligence to write, for example, directly a long article to arrive at about 60 points. We can always continue the work. We can also ask it to do headers, a structure in an advanced way. But to show there are multiple options, those who don't see the A with the little lightning bolt, it's because it's included in the basic package. You can leverage these AI elements to generate titles, intros, paragraphs, and so on. It's super convenient, so we're going to try creating a long article with just one click. We'll set the voice tone to motivating, and then click Write for me. So, this is what it suggests for this somewhat technical topic. Here's the intro explanation. It's obviously made my job much easier, and without any effort, I've already got a score of 79 out of 83. It's truly magical for getting started. Once again, I'd go in and refine, verify what it suggests, and keep optimizing, but we already have a solid foundation to work from. I can also search for a YouTube video that might help explain this topic. So, I can add that element, which also boosts the SEO. For example, I could add a video here to help understand the topic. And I can also look for images to enhance my article. I'll be able to add text for the alt tag and easily insert images into my article. You can link the tool to your WordPress, so you can post directly with Level 3 when you take the license. But otherwise, if you don't have that, well, it's just Ctrl+A, Ctrl+C, and then paste it on your WordPress. It's not rocket science. So, the last thing I wanted to show you before letting you try the tool yourself. Don't forget, you can try it for free. Feel free to sign up using the link in this video's description to take advantage of the deal while it's available. I don't know how long NeuronWriter will offer this instead of just charging a monthly subscription. But for now, as of this video, it's available. If it's not there later, there will still be the subscription option. But it would be a shame not to take advantage of it. So, the last thing I wanted to show, as I mentioned, was how to add a FAQ at the end. I'll set it as H2 FAQ, and I'll ask it to use this FAQ feature with unused terms. We'll set a neutral tone for the FAQ. We tell it, write for me, and let it do its thing. Here, we have the FAQ. So it sets the questions as H2 each time. It's advised to use H2, but I prefer to use H3 instead of H2, because I like to have the FAQ title as H2, above the list of questions and answers, and then set the questions as H3. It might lower the score a bit, but it's fine because I'm not done with it yet. There's still work to do. I already have a very high score, and all that's left is to place a few missing terms, reduce some terms that are used too often, and replace them with others. I can directly use the tool for AI writing, okay? And I will be able to place other terms. But just with what it's written automatically and the FAQ, I've beaten the top, okay? I'm almost there. I have an article of 1540 words, knowing that, on average, there are 1,060 words for the top 10. So now, all I have left to do is add my touch, my style, the language style I really want for my content, the human touch, and wrap it up. It's ready to deliver. Your turn. Discover the offer in the link in the description. But offer or no offer, test the tool, you'll see. It can really help you. I'm looking forward to your comments on this video to know which feature you liked the most and which helped you the most in writing your content.